Good evening, buddy.
Good evening, Shion.
Everybody doing all right?
I'm good.
Good.
Everybody can hear me all fine? All right. Just give me a second, guys. Let me just get the attendance down. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Small group today. I want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend so far, guys. Almost about the middle of June already. Everybody here, I sent out group text to everybody last week. I want to thank everybody for responding. There's no update of when opening, but I figure sometime in July as we're the last phase. So we'll alert everybody as it gets closer to that. How you doing, guys, Gabby? All right. So the other week we were talking a lot about our gun defense last week or the other week, and we kind of really went through 9 out of the 10 movements. And even though some of them some of them are tougher than others, I really believe the toughest one and the one that we didn't really work on, as I have listed on my list, is number 10. It's not listed for number 10 for any reason. It's just the way I listed it on my list. And number 10 is the one that is behind a person, is a threat from behind my back, holding a gun to my head with the back of with the front of their face to the back of my head, whether grab me around the throat or holding me on my shirt. And the reason that this gun threat is so complicated is you can't look, and there's no stepping out of the line of fire that most of the moves have. Because what happens once you turn, you go right into that gun goes off, and pretty much there's no forgiving into the head. So it's basically kind of feel, and hopefully your timing is there. And that's the hardest thing about this, is the timing aspect of it, especially for this one. All right. So what we are going to go today, and again, it makes no difference whether they hold it in their left hand or right hand. It just matters that they're holding it up to our side here. So when we talk about our gun threat to the side, gun from behind to the side of the head, and they're behind us, whether grabbing around the throat or holding our shoulder, the biggest thing that we need to do is we need to feel, and the biggest thing is that we need to do is we need to grab that gun and turn it to the front, all right, without looking at it. And that's why this is one of the toughest moves there is, because it just takes practice. It's not grabbing the barrel, it's not grabbing the trigger guard, it's grabbing that barrel right there and turning it to the front, turning that line of fire away from us. So that is the hardest part of this without looking at it. And the more and more you practice, the more and more you feel comfortable. But again, remember, we always talk about complying first. So when our hands come up, we don't want to go above the gun or near the gun. When our hands come up on this, and as we comply, we're going to grab and we're going to turn. All right, we're going to grab and turn. All right, so let's just do this, guys. Let's start out today. We're going to talk about the last of the gun threats, believe it or not. It seems like there's many, many of them, but there's only 10. That's enough. And we're going to talk about the side of the head today. So what I want everybody to do is I want to get everybody in a comply position. All right. And what's going to happen is that we're going to talk about gun threat right now to your left side of your head. All right, so everybody's uniform. Okay, everybody got that?
Sure.
All right, so on that. So what we're going to do right now is from this position here again, as we comply and hands come up, all right, again, as we're talking, comply doesn't mean just hands up. Comply means hands up and verbal, all right? The biggest thing about why I want to be verbal is because I want to get their mind off their hand on that trigger, even though the hand is on that trigger. If I can delay their response for just a second or half a second, it gives me time to react. So as our hands come up from this position here, on the hike, what I want you to do is I want you to grab that gun and bring the line of fire straight at the camera to me. Everybody got it? All right?
Yes, sir.
So ready? Hey! Boom. Other hand's going to step. We're not going to chamber. Other hand will stay up. Your only action hand is the hand that's going to grab that gun. All right? So, again, comply. Hands come up. All right, man, listen. Anything you want, boom, grab. Now, remember, that gun's going to be right to that temple area, so we have to get close to the head to grab it. All right? So, again, coming up, again, hands up and comply. Hey! Boom. Turn. And remember, there's no short fire at us. We're not turning out of it. We're not spinning out of the line of fire. The line of fire is stuck to the head. Any turning, we're going right into the gun. All right? So, again, hands up as we comply. Ready. Hey! Good, 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 good. Let's try it again one more time again. Hands up, guys. Ready, ready. Good. Okay, so I'm going to turn my back. Can everybody see me for a second?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Right now, I'm going to be the same. We're going to be the same as you guys right now. So the guys behind my head has the gun on my left side here. As my hands come up, boom, I turn it. What I want to do, as soon as I turn that line of fire away, I want to strike. Whether it's a knife strike or a hammerfish strike to the groin, disengage them, hit them, strike them. So from here, as I grab, I strike. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back with my right foot. And as I do that, I'm going to turn that line of fire that's out, straight ahead, down away from me. Down away from me. Everybody got that? All right?
Sure.
So the only time the line of fire is on you is on your head. But when I do that, I'm going to turn it, I'm going to turn it away from me as I step back with my right foot. All right? So let's go together. Let's everybody comply. All right, on the hike, we're going to take that down the barrel and turn. Hey! Strike. Keep that line of fire still the same way. Now, as we step back with the right foot, keep that gun angle off down to the side to the ground. All right? Very, very good. Let's try it again. All right? Most important, never bring that line of fire back towards your leg or to your body. All right, to your body. So let's get it again. Let's comply. Hey, 1. Strike 2. Step back. Weapon comes down. All right, very, very good. All right, let's try it again. Everybody okay so far?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Guys, so this is probably one of the hardest moves we have. And believe it or not, as we left off last week and thinking about my class today, I always do my classes in advance. I really can't wait to come back because it's, you have people and you can have holding guns. But the best thing I'm going to try to, when we do this in the future, is having you blindfolded and trying to grab that weapon on that first offense without looking, without knowing where that gun is. You know where the gun is. You're just going to have to feel for it and react to it. All right? So let's try it again. Right to your side of the head, gun threat. Hands up. Hey! Good. Step back. Excuse me, strike, and then step back. My apologies. My apologies. All right? Let's try it again. Gun threat. Hey! Break. Step back. Keep that gun line of fire downward. All right, now, listen up, guys. Everybody come up a little closer. Right now, as you have that gun down and I'm portraying the attacker's hand, as I step back with my right foot, I'm going to take that webbing of the hand and I'm going to hit that wrist at the same time, and I'll move this down a little bit, at the same time that I step back with my left foot. So as I step back, I'm going to strike that wrist, open hand, palm with the webbing, right to the wrist, and back. All right, everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the
Yes,
one
sir.
that has it here, as it has it down like this, I'm going to strike that wrist and pull it out. All right, from there. Now I'll talk about if we have a complication. For example, thinking back in the past when we've done this, some people had a tough time, maybe 2 or 3 chops at it where you couldn't get it out of the hand. And if that happens and it becomes a struggle, I'll let you know what we do next with that. All right, so that you can try to make it easier to get that gun out of that hand. All right, so here we go. Let's comply. Gun is to the left side of my head right now, your head. Grab and line of fire. Right? Strike. Step back, right foot, bring that hand down. Now that hand is on the gun. We're gonna take that right hand, that C-hole, we're gonna hit that wrist. As we hit, we're gonna step back with the left foot, ready, smack, and bring it up and cock it and control. And control. All right, good? All right, so let's try it again. Hands up. All right. Hey, 1. Strike 2. Step back, bring it down. Now, here we go. Right hand hit the wrist, left foot step back, boom! Bring it out. Straight back. Bob, can I borrow you for a second? I'm going to use Sharice in here for a second. She's helping me clean the dojo, but it's hard to. So, everybody can see Sharice, right? Everybody move a little closer, everybody sees her. So right now, this is where I am. This is where I am, all right? Now, from this position here, if I can't strike it out of her from this position, if I can't get it out of here and strike, roundhouse the back of her leg, kick it, then strike it out and get out of the way, all right? So if you can't get it off that first try where you're hitting that wrist, kick him to the back of the leg or her to the back of the leg, roundhouse that leg, shock him, and then get it out of that arm. All right, everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, very, very good. All right, so here we go. Let's comply again. All right, so here we go. From this position, without looking, we can't look, there's no turning. From here, we got to feel, and we got to make sure that this first move works. If this first move doesn't work or we don't grab the right way, don't let go, because if not, you're done. You got to go with it. So ready? Hey, boom! Strike! Step back, right? Draw that weapon down, boom! And control. All right? Any questions on that at all?
No, sir.
All right. I say that's the hardest because after looking, I created my gun threat technique sheet. After looking at it, I think that's probably the hardest technique or threat we have. Hardest threat we have. I think that's the hardest one we have because there really is no, well, on any of them, there's really no gray or forgiveness. Either you have it or you don't. If you don't have it there, you're in trouble. All right? You can't turn your way out of it or whatever. It's right there. All right? All right. So what we're going to do, guys, is this. And not necessarily in order. I am going to go through the first run of one-step gun threat defense. The biggest thing is identifying, and the way you reason identifying is not thinking about it, is getting comfortable with the movements, is knowing where these threats are and what it equates to the answer right away. That's why it's a repetition. That's why martial arts is based on repetition. You can't do this gun threat, once every 5-6 weeks and think that we're proficient at it. I still got to work on it. I still got to do it. I have my kids at home hold a fake gun in my head or my body just so I can read down those techniques. If you don't identify it, it takes you more time. Time is not a friend of ours. All right? So here we go now. What I want you to do is we're always going to comply. Now, remember one thing. I'm going to call out a movement first. All right? I'll call it a movement. As you comply, I want the first step. The first step is the most important one. All right? So I want you to know, I want you to read that a threat, and I want to see that you know the first defense from there. All right? And if we have time, I'll take it another step. But the first step is the most important. We don't want to start mixing different threat defenses. All right? So here we go. From your threat position. Okay? To the head. Hey! There you go. Get down. Good. Perfect, guys. Good job. Very good. All right. Open ready position. Threat. All right. To your threat. Chest. Height. Good. Remember, don't step. Just don't step. Just pivot in your stance. When you pivot, you parry. All right. That is it. No, don't step out into a front stance or don't step back. That's it. Good?
Yes, sir.
Everybody had that? And the reason I said I can't see everybody's feet. So if you did it, you did it. Who cares? But if you did it, then you correct it. All right? All right, here we go, guys. Now listen to me. I'm going to call it out first. Under the chin. Now, remember, it could be one hand or two hands. If it's two hands, you know what you need to do, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you need to go between the goalposts. So let's do two hands right now because the two hands are the ones you have to get right. The one hand is basic. So two hands, under the chin. Ready? Hey!
Wait.
A little confused, right? So here we go. 1 second. So as we go under that chin, all right, remember one thing. I want to get the thumb here. Here. Now, when I do that under the chin, I want to keep it to my chest and I'm knife striking down. Got that? All right? And then the back fist, and I'll come with the knee kick forward. I'll rip, grab that, the muzzle, the barrel of the gun, turn it, rip, break, and strike. All right? So let's try it again. Hands up, 2 arm, under the chin. Ready? Hey! Good. Now, just one thing, guys, just for uniformity purposes, all right, is we're gonna have the attacks under your left side, under your left chin. So we're all gonna go the same way. And the only reason I say that is some people going right and some people going left. All right, okay, guys. So right now, that gun is under your chin as I'm pointing right here now. In fact, I don't think I'll be flagged because I did it with no kids for the class. So it'll be under your chin here. So I want you to go left. All right, deal?
Yes,
All right, let's try it again. One more time, guys. One more. Hands up, comply. 2 hands under the chin. Ready? Hey! Remember, hold on one second. T, that hand, left hand should be higher to that chest. So you should be holding that gun, Shawnee. That hand should be over here, right here, because it's here. It's not going to come all the way down to your stomach. It's going to come right to your chest. Line of fire's out of the way. Because as you turn, you pull, line of fire's out of the way. All right? Deal? All right? So here we go, here we go, here we go. Side of the head, comply. Side of the head, behind the ear. Go! Very good. All right. Now, hold on one second. Now, remember we have that gun pointing to the left-hand side of your head, your temple area, right? So let me ask you a question, and raise your hand for Shihan. How many of you guys went behind? Okay, raise your hand. I see it. You can't go behind. If I go behind, it's going to get stuck on my ear. So where am I going? Forward. Remember, as I step around, right? Under strike. Yes? All right? If you go behind here, guys, it's going to get stuck behind that ear, and what's going to happen, you're going to get stuck and on that movement. All right, so let's try it again. All right, let's go. So right now, again, the gun threat is to your left side, right to your left side, under your ear, behind that ear. Now remember, if there's a gap, move to it. Hands come up, don't hands up higher to the gun, hands up here. We're going to turn in with that. There you go, Connor. We're going to turn in with that left foot. You're going to face them face to face, under, over, strike. Ready? Hey! Good. There you go. Right behind you. Right behind you. Good. Now, Christian, remember one thing, just one thing. You're going completely left, all right? And that's fine. But you're going to be more up on an angle. You're going to be more behind you on that right angle a little bit. Okay, brother? All right? Let's try one more time. On the side of the head, behind the ear. Ready? Hey! Good. There you go. Under, over. Very good. Okay, come back. This time now, side of the head to the temple area. All right? Non-behind the ear. Temple area, cheek area, whatever, right there. All right? First move. Hands up, comply. Hey! So tell me who, Mr. Noah, tell me that first move. What's the first move that I'm doing on that?
Grab and drag it down.
What's my stepping like?
Step in.
Step back, right? Left foot, step back, right? So you're stepping back behind that weapon to clear that weapon, and as you grab, you're grabbing the trigger guard, right? The trigger guard on that one, right? So let's try it again. Good job, all right? So again, comply to the side of the head, not behind the ear, to the side, to the temple or cheek. Ready? Hey, step behind, grab. There you go. Good. You're grabbing right here, right around that trigger guard. Then from there, your right hand would cross. You would go under the gun, turn it in, and boom, finish it off. Very good. Okay, open ready position. All right, all right, all right, all right. So here we go now. We did, all right, so let's do this. Behind the elbow. Behind the elbow. Ready? Hands up, comply. Ready? Hey! There you go. Good, 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 good. All right, open ready position. Good job, guys. So when you think about something, think about how it makes it easier for you and how I kind of dissect it. Behind, ear, behind elbow, forward. Right? Which you guys did. So good job. Good read. Good read. Let's try it again. Comply, behind the elbow. Now remember one thing, guys. When we're behind the elbow, especially, every threat is not the same, meaning that the moves, but the hands. For example, if it's to the side of my head, I can bring my hands up here. But if it's behind my elbow, I don't want to bring my hands way over here like this. So if it's behind my elbow, I want to comply here like this. All right, I don't want to bring my hands higher than a weapon and have to go underneath. So from here, I just want to make a smooth transition. Everybody got it?
Yes,
All right, so depending on the threat is depending on where your hands are going to be. So here we go. Behind the elbow, comply, go, hike. Same move, good. Josh, you're going to go the other way though, brother, because it's on your left side. That's it, and turn and step. So take that left foot, Josh, watch my hand. Left foot, turn in. So it's almost going to be behind you as you strike. That's my boy, there you go. Good job, all right, good job. All right, so we got behind the elbow, in front of the elbow, in front of the elbow. Good job, Josh. Now you were good there, Josh. You don't want to go too high. Yeah, you don't want to go too high. So in front of the elbow. Ready? Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I think Tanish has it and Connor has it. It's a 2 and Noah good. 2 or move. Watch. In front of the elbow, right? As I step back, wrist and gun. Then I'm going to step in. I'm going to turn it in, pop it, and slide out. Remember that, right? All right, so let's try it again. Take 2. Go right here to the side, in front of the elbow. No hands high. You can't bring your hands high. Keep your hands here. Step them back. Ready? Boom. Grab, wrist, and trigger guard. Then you're going to step in with that right foot, turn that gun inward, pop it, slide it out. All right, good job. All right, let's come back. Here we go now. Gun threat from behind to your head. So again, now hands up. You can keep your hands up here. That's right. Comply. To the back of the head. Ready? There you go. Under, over. Very good. Under, over. Good. All right, come back. This time now, comply. Gun threat to the small of the back or lower back. Ready, go. Turn, step in with that left foot, turn in, and get out of that line of fire. Get in through past that weapon. Very good, guys. Good job. Come back. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? All the thinking you have to do very quickly, right? All right, here we go. This time now, let's go to the one we worked on today. Threat from behind to the side of the head. Comply. Left hand and strike right away. Always simultaneously strike. We got that gun in our hand. We don't want to wait any longer. Time is not on our side. All right? So here we go. How many people feel okay so with it, so far comfortable with it? How many people feel like they want to pull your hair out of your head? Come on. There you go. Not gap, so yeah, a little bit. You want to pull your hair out a little bit? Nah, it's all right. Yeah, I know. It's tough, guys. It's tough. Again, it's new, and we've been working on it. But again, most of them, the movements are the same, but some of them are different the threats, depending on what your hands position. All right? So very quickly, here we go. Chest, height. Don't step, just parry. Boom. Grab. Always, guys, remember one thing. Whenever in doubt, always grab around that trigger guard. Never up here, because if I'm here, they rip out. That sight is going to cut you. You want to grab that trigger guard right there. All right? Here we go. Head. Hey! Good. Good. Threat from behind to the side of the head. Ready? Hey! pull, and strike. Very good. Remember, always attack with the left hand. Ready? Under the chin. Ready? Ike! Turn, strike. Left hand should be to your shoulder, to your chest, your shoulder. With that gun, the right hand is a strike to their forearm. All right? Front of elbow. Front of elbow. So watch your hands. Not hands out, head high. Front of elbow. Now, again, you're never going to comply first until they do it. So when a person comes up to you, especially has the threat here, that's when you're going to comply. You're not going to comply right away, first off, if they're not coming up and threaten you. From here, as soon as they have it to the side of front of the elbow, their hands are going to be here. So from the front of the elbow, comply. You ready? Hey, step behind. Both hands. There you go. Very good. Good job, guys. Good. Excellent job. No, good. All right, come back again. Here we go now. This time behind the elbow. Hands up, comply. Ready? Hey! There you go. Almost the same movement, right? So everybody open ready position real quickly. So you can see when you talk about that spin behind, there are multiple threats that we have from the gun that requires the same movement, right? So if it's easier for you and you're looking back at this YouTube, and this is always a permanent record for you guys, and people go, oh, big deal. What better a source can you get from us doing it together in class and me giving you instructions and the fixings for it? So group them. If it's easier for your mindset, everybody learns things differently. I learn things differently. I gotta piecemeal some things. Put them together on the ones that you got to go step behind. So you know which one's a step behind, which one is just from where it is, the parry or staying right where you are. And maybe it's an easier way to learn it. And we speed up that clock a little more, because what happens is that clock, we got to go very quickly with that thing. If not, that person's not going to wait forever. And and this weapon is probably one of the most dangerous weapons that we have. Knife too, club the least, because a club you can get hit with and come back. A knife, you can, depending on where they cut you. Gun, they shoot you in a place, you're pretty much shot or incapacitated. Shoot you in the leg, you can't really move or walk. So it's very, very dangerous. Reaction is the key. All right, reaction is the key. What I want to do, let me just see. I didn't get. I have Josh, I have Christian, Sean, Connor, Alex, Noah, Gabby, Sophia, Joshua, and Ved. Did I miss anybody? Tanish, right? Speak up, Tanish. All right. Very, very good, guys. I appreciate it. You guys did an awesome job today. Now, listen up. Tomorrow night, I will not go with the gun. I want you to do that, but it's going to always be there. It's a series of self-defense techniques that you need to keep up in here. All right? We went over all 10 today. We didn't finish the movements on them, on most of them, but we've done in the past. I would watch this YouTube a bunch of times. Keep this one as your priority. And what I try to do, guys, is later on, I'll post this in a little bit, but in the caption, I'll put gun defense to it. So you know which is the gun defense, which one's not the gun defense, okay? So it's a little easier for you to kind of sift it through them. All right, deal?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, everybody, let's come to ready position of Kioske. Open ready position. Guys, great job, everybody. We went all overboard today. I don't really care about time. I just care about getting it done right and for your own benefit. Not just a dojo, two-prong approach. Dojo, outside this dojo. Most important thing. Believe it or not, you know, I have my kids, it's Father's Day weekend coming up. I'm going to have my fake real gun, bring it home, and have my kids point at my body, different places, and just review it. You know, it's hard to do it by yourself. And I'm not saying to have your father and mother point something at you, but have them point their finger at you maybe and go through those different ones. A little easier when somebody's pointing something at you and trying to go it that way. All right? Have a great night. I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys.